You know what separates a woman who complains about life from a woman who commands her own destiny? 5 habits. Just 5. And before you tell me you do not have time, honey, I do not have time either. The difference is that I wake up at 10 in the morning and still manage to be more productive than you waking up at 6. How? Because I do not waste time with poor people habits. I invest in rich people habits. And if you are still splitting your grocery bill into 3 credit card payments, this video is not a suggestion. It is an urgent intervention in your financial life. If you subscribe to this channel and hit the like button, you are telling me you really want to learn to be rich, not just pretend to be. Because pretending is easy. Being real is for the few, and you are going to be one of them. Habit number 1, cultivate strategic relationships, not just convenience friendships. You know that friend who only calls when she needs something or to complain about life? Well, you urgently need to reevaluate the relationships you are cultivating. Because a successful woman does not waste time with people who only drag her down. Strategic relationships are not about being a gold digger, honey. It is about being intelligent. It is understanding that the people around you directly influence your results. If you spend time with people who only complain, you will complain. If you spend time with people who only spend, you will spend. If you spend time with people who invest, you will invest. I met my husband, Mr. Millionaire, at an investor event. Not at a nightclub. Not on a dating app. It was in a place where people with money and vision meet. Because I knew that if I wanted a millionaire husband, I needed to be in the places millionaires frequent. And millionaires do not frequent trashy bars on Friday nights. Millionaires frequent polo matches, golf clubs, 5-star hotel restaurants. And before you judge me, let me tell you something. Being interested in success means accepting what you deserve. Because you were born to have the best, not to split the bill at a restaurant with a guy who drives a Toyota Corolla and thinks he is doing you a favor. God forbid. So evaluate your relationships. Evaluate who is by your side. And if necessary, do some cleaning. Because sometimes for you to rise, you need to leave some people on the lower floor. And that is okay. Not everyone was made to get where you are going. Habit number 2, manage money like it is a serious relationship. Have you ever stopped to think that you spend more time choosing clothes at the mall than controlling where your money is going? That is why you are broke. Because you treat money like it is temporary. And money, my dear, has to be treated like a millionaire husband, with attention, control, and planning. Successful women know exactly where every dollar is going. They do not have surprises at the end of the month. They do not open their bank app with fear. They open their bank app to check if their investments are growing. Because those who have financial control do not live on Venmo transfers and prayers. They live on planning and multiplication. I, for example, do my financial audit every Saturday morning. I grab my imported gourmet coffee, sit at my Italian marble desk, and put everything I spent during the week in my spreadsheet. Everything. From the $2 coffee to the $10,000 handbag. Because controlling money is classy. And whoever does not control it gets controlled by it. And I was not born to be controlled by anything, much less by bills. And do not give me excuses about earning too little. I have earned little too. The difference is that when I earned little, I controlled every cent like it was my last. Because I knew that if I did not respect the $1,000 I had, I would never respect the $100,000 I wanted to have. And today I have much more than $100,000 precisely because I learned to respect every dollar that passes through my account. Every Saturday morning, I wake up, grab my imported gourmet coffee, open my financial spreadsheet, and put every cent I spent during the week. Every single cent. Because wealth is not luck, my dear. Wealth is method. And whoever does not control money gets controlled by it. You think I got where I am by letting life take me wherever? No, honey. I grabbed life by the neck and said, you are going where I tell you to go. Habit number 3, move your body before moving your money. Look, I know you hate the gym. I hated it too. But you know what I hate more? Being poor. So I chose. Either I sweat 30 minutes a day, or I sweat my whole life running after money that never stays. I chose to sweat 30 minutes. Richard Branson, that billionaire who owns Virgin, says that morning exercise gives double the energy and productivity. And look, he has an empire to run. Just think about you who only have to handle your little life. If he can do it, you can too. The difference is that he understood that a still body is a stagnant mind, and a stagnant mind does not generate wealth. It generates complaints in the family group chat. And it does not have to be that CrossFit thing at 5 in the morning. It can be a walk. It can be dancing while you have your coffee. It can be climbing your building stairs. What you cannot do is remain sedentary thinking you will have energy to achieve your goals. Energy does not fall from the sky, honey. Energy is built. And it is built by moving that body. I, particularly, wake up at 10 to go to the gym. Because there is no point in waking up at 5 if I am going to be irritated and unproductive all day. I prefer to wake up at my time, do my exercise with pleasure, and still produce more than you who woke up early just to complain about life. Habit number 4. Invest in knowledge, not in the appearance of knowledge. You spend 3 hours on skincare but never spent 10 minutes on a spreadsheet. Your skin looks good but your account looks ugly. And then you wonder why you are not moving forward. Because you are investing in the wrong place, my dear. Successful women study, and they study things that make money. They do not study astrology. They do not study celebrity gossip. They study financial markets. They study investments. They study how to multiply wealth. Because knowledge is power, and power is money, and money is freedom, and freedom is everything an intelligent woman should seek. I graduated in law. But do you think I stopped studying? No, honey. I read about financial markets every day. I follow global economic trends. I know what is happening on the stock exchange before knowing what the gossip of the week is, because gossip does not pay bills. Knowledge does, and you do not need an MBA from Harvard. Start by reading 1 book a month about finances. Start watching videos about investments. Start talking to people who understand money instead of staying in that little group that only complains about life, because you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you spend time with 5 broke people, you will be the 6th. If you spend time with 5 rich people, you will learn to be the 6th. And speaking of learning from those who understand, let me tell you something. I discovered a course that is changing the lives of women who want to look rich without needing to spend rivers of money. It is called Look Rich Without Spending Much. And no, I did not create the course, but I am an affiliate because I believe in what it teaches. This course teaches you the visual, behavioral, and social codes of rich women, those things that only those who live with wealthy people know, how to dress elegantly spending little, how to behave in sophisticated environments, how to be treated with respect anywhere you go, because there is no point in having money in your account if you do not know how to carry yourself like someone who has it. And look, the course has a promotional launch price right now because the classes are being released gradually. As soon as it is complete, the price goes up to full price with no discount whatsoever. So if you want to learn to look rich without spending much, this is the moment. The link is in the description. Run there and take advantage before the price goes up and you miss the chance to transform not only your appearance, but the way the world treats you. Habit number 5. Wake up with purpose, not with desperation. You know what is the first thing a poor woman does when she wakes up? Grabs her phone and scrolls through Instagram looking at other people's lives. You know what is the first thing a rich woman does? Drinks water. That is right, water. No scrolling feeds, no panic from seeing boss messages at 7 in the morning. First you hydrate your body, because you are not a wilted plant, honey. You are a woman who is going to conquer the world today. Kat Cole, president of a giant company in the United States, and even Arianna Huffington, the one who founded the Huffington Post, start their day drinking water. And it is not just any water. It is water with intention, because even drinking water has to have class. I put some drops of Sicilian lemon in mine. Detoxifies, alkalizes, and makes me feel like I am at an Italian spa even though I am in my mansion in the United States. But purpose goes beyond water. It has to do with you knowing why you are waking up. Are you waking up to pay bills or to build wealth? Because the difference between these two answers is the difference between you and me. I wake up knowing that every day is an opportunity to multiply money. You wake up thinking every day is an obligation to survive. Change your mindset and your bank account changes with it. Done. These are the 5 non-negotiable habits of a successful woman. 5 habits that separate you who is there complaining about life from you who is going to start commanding your own story. Because success is not luck, my dear. Success is choice. And every choice starts with a habit. If you wake up tomorrow and drink water instead of scrolling Instagram, that is already a step. If you do 10 minutes of exercise instead of lying around lamenting life, that is already a step. If you open your financial spreadsheet instead of pretending everything is fine while the bill is due, that is already a step. And steps, when taken every day, become miles. And miles become a completely different life. So stop cosplaying poverty. Stop thinking money does not matter. Stop pretending you do not care about these things. You do care. Everyone cares. The difference is that some admit it and go after it, and others keep pretending they are moralists while splitting their groceries into 6 payments at the supermarket. When you understand that you can be rich, you will understand you can do anything, because poverty is a mental state, and mental state can be changed more easily than marital status. Believe me, I have been through 3 husbands to prove that theory. Now tell me, do you already practice any of these habits? Or are you starting from scratch like I was a few years ago? Leave in the comments which of these 5 habits you are going to start implementing tomorrow. And if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel and leave a like if you really want to be rich and not just keep dreaming about a life you will never have if you keep doing what you have always done. And let us comment down here. Habits change destinies. 6 little words that sum up everything I said here. If you agree, comment this phrase down there. Because I need to know there are more women in this war against financial mediocrity. I am Duchess Dollars. You just watched the best time investment you made today, and I will see you in the next video, where I am going to teach you more secrets about how to leave poverty and enter the club of women who do not need to look at prices. Bye, honey, and remember, Monday is the new Friday, so tomorrow you wake up rich, or at least trying.